This is The Process Shot. I'm Michael. I'm stuck in a haunted movie theater, and I've seen When the Trees Come, a short new Icelandic drama from director Berglind Thrastardottir, whose name I have definitely messed up. It follows an imaginative young boy named Thruster, who has heard stories that when the trees begin to grow from melting glaciers, they bring werewolves with them. Soon enough, as the ice melts around him, he begins to see his sister going through some changes of her own, from irritable behavior to blood on her bedsheets. His investigations and preparations for the worst comes to a twist when she eventually confides in him with her own feelings about what she's going through. There's an interesting sort of tension going on from the start of the film, since you're probably already aware of what exactly Thruster's sister is going through. His belief in werewolves grows stronger over the course of the story, not to a severe extent, but definitely to the point that he believes what he's telling himself, and is willing to do whatever he needs to do to keep others safe from potential harm. The story paces itself out well to bring out this sense of dread without rushing it or making it unbelievable, as well as share it from Thruster's perspective and make it actually seem as if his worries are coming into reality. Even if you don't believe that yourself, you can definitely feel his fear of an unknown or unfamiliar force. A sort of melancholic tone that permeates the entire short. This is mostly because of how it chooses to examine his sister's growth and her going through puberty, giving it an equal amount of mystery and ambiguity, though it's made much clearer when she's finally able to speak with Thruster. This demystifying approach to adolescence is actually rather refreshing, leading you along as if it were a horror film until the truth is shared in full. The cinematography at play adds to this, painting the world in gray tones with overcast weather, with wide shots that show a relatively empty landscape, all of which adds to the melancholy more than it does the horror tone. Close-ups of more specific objects and sights are what give the film a sense of horror, mostly through the actual imagery and what we see than anything more inherent to that genre. The film's soundtrack and its droning score is definitely where those darker ideas come through more fully, though it too gives way eventually to something more upbeat. That, in a way, seems to be the greater message in this short, not to look at these unknown events with a blind sense of fear, but with sympathy or understanding for those affected. It seems like the message, anyways. When the Trees Come, Berglind Thrastardottir, 2022. 4.5 stars. I'd say it's definitely worth seeing for yourself. That's it for this review. If you liked it, leave a like. If you have something to add, leave a comment. Subscribe to the channel for more reviews. It's honestly a nice change of pace that the tone gets subverted cleanly by the film's end. Recently, when it's been happening in the movies I see, it comes too late and too suddenly to have a real impact.